In this video, we're going to talk about the advertising pricing and analytics on Twitter. So, as with a lot of social media advertising, Twitter ads use an auction-based system. So your budget and your bid determine the price of your campaign. There's no way to know exactly how much you will pay, but you can set a maximum bid that you're willing to pay for a specific action or a maximum amount you want to spend per day. There is no minimum for using Twitter ads, so even if you only have a small budget, you can make it work for you. You'll only be charged when you acquire the action that you set up based on your campaign objective. When you set bids, think about how much value each campaign action will bring to your business and bid at least that amount. You won't ever be charged more than your bid, and sometimes you'll actually even be charged less. But think about what you are willing to pay, knowing that it won't go above that, but it could actually go below that. So there's different types of pricing based on what type of campaign you're doing. So if you're doing a website click or conversions campaign, you'll only be charged for the clicks to your website that are acquired from that campaign. So if someone reads the tweet and then goes off and goes directly to your website without clicking through, you won't actually be charged for that. You will only be charged when someone clicks that ad that takes them to your website. For a followers campaign, you'll only be charged for the people who follow you through that campaign. So again, people who click on the ad and immediately choose to follow you. If they follow you later after leaving the site and coming back, you would not be charged for that. Tweet engagement campaigns, you would only be charged for people who engage with your promoted tweets. So if somebody sees your tweet, they get that impression, they view your ad, but they don't actually act on it, you would not be charged for them actually seeing your ad. You would only be charged for them clicking on it or engaging with it. So all other actions and engagements, impressions, replies, retweets, for example, are free for at least the website clicks and the followers campaign. For the app installs or re-engagement campaigns, you will again only be charged for those who click through the ad and install or open your app. On a promoted video view campaign, which we didn't talk about earlier, but it's something that's not used as often, but you will only be charged for people who view the videos from that campaign. Now, they don't have to view the entire video. They just have to view about at least 50% on their device, or at least 50% of the video has to be in view on their device for at least 2 seconds. Or if they click to watch the video in full on the screen, then you'll be charged for that as well. For an awareness campaign, you pay for the number of impressions, so cost per 1,000. So you basically pay for every 1,000 people that view your ad. And then for pre-roll campaigns, again, this is only available if you're working with a Twitter sales representative, but you can't. This isn't something you can set up on your own. But for pre-roll campaigns, they use the same bidding option as the video views campaign. Here's what a Twitter ad campaign dashboard looks like. So let's take a look at some of the individual components of this dashboard. First, in the red circle there, you can see the number of impressions. That's how many times your ad has actually been seen by a Twitter user. Then number 2, down here in the bottom right, in the red circle, these show the actions that are tied to your objective. So if your goal was to get people to visit your website, that's where that result would be tracked. Number 3, your engagement rate is the number of impressions that your ads get, so the number of people who actually see your ad divided by the number of results that you were wanting. So, for example, if you were doing a follower campaign and 1,000 people saw your ad, but only 100 responded to it, then you do 1,000 divided by 100, because the results are the result that you wanted was the number of new follows. And then number 4 would be your cost per result. So this is how much you're paying on average for each relevant action people take from your ads. So a lot of people may see your ad, they may get the impressions, but and you may be paying a certain amount for 1,000 impressions, for example, for a follower campaign. But how much do you actually pay per person that responded and that did what you hoped that they would do, that met your objective? So that's where this would show up here under cost per result in number 4 here. So that's how you would track the success of your campaign. And the beauty of social media is that when you advertise, you can see your results fairly quickly and see this information on the dashboard in real time, to the point where you can tweak your creative or adjust your bid or things like that in order to get more action that you want and to meet your objectives more successfully.